Financial aid is just for the poor or maybe the needy. You think you won't qualify for financial aid? I'm here to say that you are probably like many other people and you're wrong. Financial aid is not just for the poor, not just for the needy, but it's for the wise. Wise people understand that, hey, if I can borrow $1 and get $2 or $3 back, why wouldn't I do it? What's up, peeps? This is Josh with a grade above college planning. In other videos, we mentioned planning and why it's important, and we talked about sticker price and how you hopefully don't have to pay sticker price based on your plan. Both videos and many other videos, we talk about financial aid, but we just talk about it on the surface. We haven't really gone in detail and dived into financial aid as far as what is financial aid, in simple terms. What are the different types of financial aid? Where does it come from? So we want to give you a really good explanation of financial aid, what it is, how to get it, where it might come from, the different types, all those questions answered, so you have a really good understanding of financial aid, and hopefully you can be better prepared moving forward. When it comes to financial aid, there are typically two types. You may research this and find other information, and they'll give you 6 or 7, 8, 10, 20 different types of financial aid, but it really boils down to two types. There's merit-based financial aid and there's need-based financial aid. Merit-based is pretty simple. As the name says, merit-based is based on your merits, accomplishments as a student. Things such as maybe your academic ability, your athletic ability, or maybe your affiliation with a specific religion. But merit-based financial aid is usually based on something you may have done or you might be a part of as an incoming freshman or incoming student to a particular university. Merit-based financial aid is often scholarships and some types of grants. Merit-based financial aid. Need-based financial aid, on the other hand, is a little bit more complicated. It's a little bit more detailed. Need-based financial aid is usually for families, as the name implies, to have some type of a need. A student who has a need has a greater ability to receive need-based financial aid. But need-based financial aid is much more detailed, and let's go ahead and try to explain. It can consist of free money and self-help money. On the free money side, you have things like grants, and there's a variety of different types of grants. Pell grants, federal grants, teacher assistant program grants, or you name it, institutional grants, different types of grants out there that are considered part of the need-based category, but on the free side of need-based financial aid. And then there's self-help need-based financial aid. On the self-help side, you have things like work study, you have loans and different types of loans. So let's talk a little bit about work study. Work study is a form of need-based financial aid on the self-help side. And pretty much what it is in a nutshell, it's an opportunity for the student to get a job on campus or at an approved location off campus to earn whatever the wage might be, but use those funds to help pay for tuition or the cost of attendance. Work study is not meant to be confused with any other job that a student may have, because depending on the income that student receives from another job, they may break or reach a threshold that will make a negative impact on financial aid. So work study is specifically designed to help students pay for school, but it's a part of need-based financial aid on the self-help side of things. Last and definitely not least, probably the most popular and commonly used form of financial aid are loans. Loans are a part of the need-based side of financial aid, self-help side of need-based financial aid, but loans come in many forms, many sizes. There's subsidized loans, unsubsidized loans, there are Perkin loans, there are plus loans, private loans, and we'll do another video explaining in greater detail what loans are, the different types of loans. But loans within itself is probably the most popular and commonly used form of financial aid across the country, but also probably the most abused form of financial aid. And just to kind of give you a couple of tips, when it comes to loans, loans are self-help, obviously, because you have to pay back the money. You're being lent or you're borrowing the money in exchange for a interest rate and a predetermined funding schedule to pay back that money. So if cost of attendance at a university, let's say it's $30,000, and you get a loan for $30,000. If you pay $30,000 with interest attached to it over, let's say 10, 15, 20 years, now the cost of attendance at that same university went from $30,000 to maybe $35,000, $40,000, well over $50,000 depending on your interest and your repayment schedule. So loans can be a very viable way if you manage them correctly to pay off, tuition, but they also can be very, very much abused when it comes to paying back, your tuition, your cost of attendance. But loans, nonetheless, are a form of financial aid, typically on the need-based side and on the self-help side of need-based financial aid. Financial aid, hopefully explained. And once again, we didn't go into great detail in any specific direction or category. We wanted to kind of keep this video short and sweet, just to give you an understanding of finance. Once again, please don't forget to subscribe if you like the information that you see below, as well as comment if you have any questions, you need more clarity or specifics on anything that I talked about, or if there's something that you specifically want me to talk about, please let me know. Subscribe below or reach out to us at info@agradeabovecp.com, and stay tuned for more information to come. Don't miss out. Hey, what you don't know can cost you.